Hey beautiful soul, Colleen, Wynia here. Welcome to my YouTube channel on a gorgeous evening. Sending you always so much love from my heart to yours. Let's talk today about spiritual signs, spirit communication, overcoming grief, and how that impacts your life as a spiritual coach, therapist, sensitive, someone who is a heart-centered entrepreneur and wanting to level up. But you are in the flush and flow of being, I don't want to use the word attacked, but there's a lot coming at you right now. And there's very good reasons for it. We're in eclipse season. There's changes on the planet. So let's talk about signs to remember that we are on track, guys. So here we go. I love talking about spiritual signs. And one of them that has been really predominant for me is electricity. Signs that are happening all around you that are connected to frequency, right? Frequency. So what does that mean, frequency? Well, if we break it down, these could be signs that are coming to you from, we could say, your angelic beings, your loved ones on the other side. These are signs to help direct you onto your path so that you are doing more of what you love while you're healing your heart. You're expanding your business because you're learning to trust your intuition. There are so many beautiful rewards. So what are these signs that you're going to look for? Well, as we look at electricity, when I first started out, having been through a grief and a loss from my dad and my cousin, it was over 25, 26 years ago, bless their beautiful soul. I mean, I'm so grateful now. It was one of the hardest times in my life. I can imagine, you will relate if it's been a hard time for you. If you look around though, it's really fascinating to see, we got a lot of friends here, a lot of joy around here. So you will find it quite fascinating to see the electricity that is happening for you if you just open your eyes and open your heart and listen much more than, just with your eyes and your ears, but actually tuning into you, which happens when you heal. Last night, I was walking on the seawall, and so a more current symbol of electricity was I was asking for a sign. I was looking for clarity with all of my heart, and I knew I needed to let go energetically for the message to come through. And the first sign I got was actually letting me know that I'm being heard. Right? So when you're looking at signs, sometimes there's a message for you where there's actually a specific message, and sometimes it's like a tap on your shoulder to let you know that you're there. So the electricity particular sign that happened to me is very similar to the ones that started 25, 26 years ago when my dad and my cousin passed away. Last night was my dear soul sister Diane, and the lamp post looking up along the seawall lit brighter and brighter and brighter, and then went lower and lower and lower and just burnt right out. Now, we know frequencies love to play with the energies, and so it was at the exact, imagine this big long seawall, and it's like it's a mile or two long. It's quite a long ways, and there's a distance to walk, and there's lampposts all the way along, like every so many feet, there's another lamppost. This seems to be the same lamppost that loves to burn out when I'm walking there at night, because I always remember it's in that vicinity. And this one, literally the light went out the minute I was under it and I was looking at the moon. Now we have a lunar eclipse coming up in 2 days. Today's May the 3rd when this is being filmed. It's going to be on May the 5th. And a lunar eclipse can bring up a lot of heavy energy. So be prepared for that. And I'm sure if you're into that, you will have gone through all of the astrology videos and learned about that. But I want you to know that electricity is a beautiful, magical place to let you know that you are so supported. Now, this could be, who could be supporting you? Could be a loved one who transitioned that you know and love dearly on the planet, like my family members. It could be an ancestor that you actually haven't met before, that if you look in the lineage, you may feel a connection or hear some passed down stories of a grandma, someone that you resonate with. Right? And it could also be angelic beings and guides. So there's a whole range of who your spiritual cheerleaders, I like to call them, your spiritual cheerleaders, rah, 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 they got your back. And it's kind of like a level of getting yourself to a place of opening up to free coaching. How's that? Right? So it's one thing to work with an important, a coach like myself, a healer, someone who can help take you to the next level. And it's a lot of fun when you're doing things on your own as well that are connecting you with your loved ones. So if we go and rewind my journey back to give you a little bit of context, way, 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 way back when I was grieving the loss of my dad and my cousin, I was fascinated fascinated with what is possible. And they started to communicate their presence through moving objects, electricity, dreams, sensations, touches. But it was so cool. And this is what I want to leave you with, this story, that we could dive into this with you if you're looking to understand this root a little bit more, so you can not only become the best intuitive medium for yourself. The more you level up with these pieces of awareness, you're actually leveling up within yourself. You're overcoming grief and loss. You're learning to trust yourself because you're overcoming your own self-doubt of, is this really happening, like it did back when I was a kid. And back when I had just lost my cousin Rob, he was electric. So how I knew it was Rob, and this is what I want to leave you with, is you match up their personality. So my cousin Rob, we were 27 days apart. He passed away and transitioned when he was 27. And he actually spent about 27 years, actually, almost since he's been gone, which is kind of wild if I think about it, 27. So that's a sign in itself, right? And so he actually would communicate through music and through radio frequencies. And so back in the day when I had a radio next to my side table on my bed, I would wake up to this radio station. And the first morning I woke up, it was like, one morning it was really, really loud. And I just naturally thought I bumped the volume button. So I turned it down. I'm living alone. Next morning, it's loud again. I thought, oh, wow, I really must be hitting the volume wrong. But by the third morning, he's got my attention. He's streaming into consciousness. I'm thinking maybe there's a connection and a correlation. And it took 4 times lucky, not 3 times a charm, 4 times a charm. And I woke up, and this time I was sold. I literally, not only was the volume of that radio station loud, again for the 4th time, you guys, this time it was a whole different radio station. He'd actually changed the radio channel or frequency, as you might hear about energy, because we can heal through energy. We can heal through, me and you not having even touched each other physically, right? Energy healing, distance energy healing, quantum healing, I do that as well. So let yourself know that it's absolutely possible to learn this. I do this for a living. I teach people how to heal their hearts, trust themselves more. And while you're doing that, you crystallize your vision. You literally can transform your life to become more magnetic to the dreams that you're awaiting and looking to achieve, while you're on path leading your clients and learning to make more money because you're energetically lined up. It just goes on and on. It's really, really fascinating, as you can probably well know. So trust yourself more, guys. Make a note of all the signs that are happening, and feel free to connect with me. Follow me here on YouTube, and I'd be happy to connect with you and introduce you. And we're enrolling people for Crystallize Your Vision right now. I love you all. Can't wait to meet you, and drop some comments down below if you've been getting electricity signs that are happening a little bit over time for you, and what are they? Tell us below. I'd love to hear if there's any doubts that are coming up. Love you. Have yourself a beautiful evening. Bye for now.